In a previous video, you heard me use the term interchange. So in this one, I want to explain what interchange is, and I want to explain how do we make money? How do we make residual income? Before this video, I know some of you are analytical. I really want to keep it super simple. I'm explaining what interchange is because it's necessary, but don't overcomplicate this. It is very, very simple, okay? So Interchange Explained. Interchange rates are a percentage and a per swipe fee assigned to different card types and transaction types. These fees are set by credit card companies like Visa, MasterCard, Discover, and American Express. There are literally hundreds of different interchange rates based on the type of credit card, how the credit card was taken. There's so many different factors. So a lot of you probably like, what did he just say? What does that mean? So here's the very, very simple breakdown of it. Interchange is just the cost to run cards. Okay, Visa, MasterCard says, all right, you've got this specific credit card. It's given these airline miles and you swiped it instead of keying it in. The rate for you to run that card is XYZ. Okay, so here's where it gets complicated. For every different type of card out there, whether it's a debit card or credit card, whether it has rewards or doesn't have rewards, whether you swiped the credit card, inserted the chip, or whether you gave it to someone over the phone and they manually keyed it in, all of those things play a role in what Visa and MasterCard and these companies say the interchange is going to be. So again, imagine how many different types of credit cards are out there with different companies and the different rewards. On top of that, think about all the different ways that a credit card can be ran. Like I said, you could swipe it, you could insert the chip, you could tap and do Apple Pay. You could call a pizza delivery service and give them the credit card over the phone. You could go on a website and enter the credit card number yourself. So all those different ways you run a card multiplied by all the different types of credit cards out there and the rewards associated with them and the bank that gave them to you, those things all get broken down by the credit card companies and then they pass a cost on to the processor. Okay, it's no different than a product. If you go into a store, there's a product on the shelf for a certain price. That business owner bought that product at a cost and they have to mark it up to make a profit. So what interchange really is it is our cost and we don't make any profit until we charge above interchange, okay? Interchange is our cost. It's that simple. So I know right now a ton of analytical people are like, oh, I need to know more. I need to know more about what interchange is. No, you don't, okay? It's not your job to memorize or worry about interchange. I just want you to understand this very, very basic concept, and that's why I'm explaining it to you very simple. It is simply our cost. So please do not make this more complicated than it is, which is you do nothing about interchange, so don't worry. It's just important to know what it is. It's our cost. So how do processors make a profit? Well, the fees above interchange are the profits that we make and where the residual income comes from. So I'm going to give you an example here. Try to follow me again. Keep this simple. Somebody runs a card. The interchange on that card is 1.5%, and it's also 10 cents for that swipe. That is the processor's cost. The processor is us and our partners that you're going to be working with. So anything above that is profit. Okay, so with the cash discount program, we make 3.85%. Okay, that's what we charge on every transaction, 3.85%. So to find out what our profit is on that transaction, you take our 3.85%. Out of that, we pay the interchange, right? So we pay 1.5% and then the 10 cents. So our profit on this example is going to be 2.35% and minus 10 cents. Let me give you an example with an actual dollar amount associated with it, okay? So let's say at the store you do a $100 transaction. So let's assume it's the same type of card and it was ran the same way as the last example I gave, right? So $1.60 is the interchange on a $100 transaction. We're collecting 3.85%. 3.85% on $100, we're making $3.85 is what we collected. Out of that $3.85, we pay the credit card companies their interchange, right? So we Out of the $385, we pay them $1.60. That's the interchange. That was our cost. And then what's left over is profit. In this case, $2.25. So on that $100 transaction, after we paid the interchange, the profit that was left over was $2.25. That's $2.25 that we make residual income off of $100 sell. Another $100 sell example. Interchange fluctuates. I'm telling you, the type of card and how they take it. So let's make another example here. Same $100 transaction, the customer used a high rewards card, right? The interchange is higher on that. So that means that our cost is higher on that transaction. Either way, we're collecting 3.85%. So it's $3.85 we collected on a $100 transaction. In this example, because interchange was higher, more of that $3.85 goes towards paying the interchange, leaving us with $1.20 profit. Why was the profit less on this one, even though we collect the same amount of money and the sell amount was the same? It's because the interchange, our cost, fluctuates.